Hello Warfighters, war is hell. I wanted to take this opportunity to tell you guys thank you for really what we've been able to put together so far and in such a short amount of time. A couple weeks ago when I logged in, I was able to see that we had reached 100 subscribers. That's a cool milestone. I even went ahead and I grabbed a screenshot and saved the picture and everything of it. But I know 100 subscribers is not that big in the grand scheme of things. You know, there's YouTubers that have tens of thousands of subscribers, hundreds of thousands, millions even. And so 100 is not that much. But what we've gotten to in this short amount of time, I think that is something that is definitely worth celebrating. So first of all, I wanted to say thank you. And as I check right now, I'm at 113. There's a lot of good things that I've been hearing about this channel from all of you. The feedback that you have given me has really been phenomenal. As I posted the intermission episode last week, a lot of people seem pretty excited for what the second half is going to be. To be able to build that excitement, that's cool. That motivates me to keep going. But ultimately, your positive feedback motivates me to actually get better. So when it comes to mission making, I've gotten better since I started this series. As a storyteller, I'm hoping that I'm getting better as I go through this. I'm doing a lot more research to make sure I'm making educated guesses as to the outcome of things. It's also motivating me to try and be a better YouTuber all around and to build this community to be even better than what it is. So what I've done for that is I have created a Twitter, which is _warisHell. So if you guys have Twitter, go and subscribe there. That way you guys can be up to date on what's going on with the channel. I've also put together a Patreon, which is the first time I've done anything like that. There is a financial investment that I would want to make into this channel to try and make it even better. Like, for example, there is a website called Help a Reporter Out. One of the things that I would like to do is I would actually like to be able to bring people who are experts in the military to be able to talk about what they think would happen in a second Falklands War. Because I have an idea, but does that match what an expert thinks? And to kind of get some cool insight on some things too, but it requires some money for me to be able to get on a website like that. Or, you know, there's other plans that I have that would, you know, require money for me to be able to do that. So I'm putting that together just to try to see if we can improve the channel by helping out, you know, by others helping out with this too. So feel free to go over there. Obviously, nothing's mandatory for you guys to, like, you know, I'm not going to lock this down or anything where you have to be on a subscription to be able to view this stuff, because I do enjoy the community, as I mentioned. In preparation for the second Falklands War series, I did some reading, surprise. One of the things that really struck me was just how passionate both sides of the Falklands War conflict still are about the islands. For example, you know, I went to a subreddit about the Falkland Islands, or about, it was a whole bunch of people from the UK talking about the Falkland Islands and how many people were in favor of going to war if Argentina were to invade. And I'm like, that's very, very interesting that many people would be in favor of it. And then, you know, Argentina, you know, when discussing the Malvinas, I was reading how there's songs about the islands returning to Argentina and stuff like that. And then even as I'm posting these videos, the amount of passion that I get from people from Argentina is cool. By the way, I have used Google Translate far more since I've started this channel than any other time in my life, because I'm like, oh my gosh, what did they say in Spanish? I have to go read it. And then I'm always nervous about responding too, because I'm like, I'm sure my response in Spanish is going to be absolutely terrible, even if I were to use Google Translate. But a lot of those comments that I'm seeing are like, the Malvinas belong to Argentina, and you know, that type of stuff. So there is a lot of passion, and, you know, again, I still see that passion in the comments on both sides. That's cool that we get to see that. For me, that's a learning experience. But as we get to other series down the road, and I do have a number of them planned, I hope we still have that same kind of passion. And I hope you guys are equally sharing as many videos, or hopefully more videos, than you are right now. I mean, that's one of the biggest ways you guys can help me, is continuing to share these videos, you know, posting them to Reddit or on your Facebook or anything like that, to try to see, you know, if we can continue to build this community. I also wanted to say thank you because these last 2 weeks have actually been very tough for me from a perspective of time. I've been working on getting a certification called Security Plus. It's an IT certification that basically verifies that you know how to lock down a computer and a network, all that type of stuff. And so I had to study for a long time to make sure that I got all the knowledge that I could for the exam that I had today. Unfortunately, I passed, so I don't have to keep studying for another 3 years on that one. But it means I can put more time into this, and that's kind of why the videos have been, spaced out quite a bit lately. I've been trying to continue on at least every week to be able to post a second Falklands War video, but I've got another YouTube channel. I've actually sacrificed more time away from that than I have this one. This has actually turned into, I think, my favorite channel that I have right now. Being able to do this stuff, a lot of new content, the stuff that gets me really, really excited. I look forward to the future. In fact, I'm reading 2 books right now about, well, I don't want to spoil it, but about different military history events, and just looking to see how I could implement that into the channel. Like, one book is going to be on the next alternate history series, but then I was thinking, because I know you guys aren't necessarily fans of, at least when I look at the view count of where I do the Arma 3 recon, where I play a random mission, if instead I did one that actually like reenacted certain events in military history. So that might be something I might do instead, just to try and build this up and kind of keep to the mantra that I have of learning about warfare through some of these videos. And then I may introduce a few other games too, or at least just kind of mix it up in addition to what we see in Arma 3. But as I mentioned, I'll be able to get back to doing videos here a lot more pretty quickly. Also, just a big thank you to all of you. This channel has been phenomenal. This community is phenomenal. Like, you guys are awesome. So I just wanted to make sure that I took time out specifically to say thank you and invest back as much as I can in you. So don't forget, join the Twitter @_WarsHell. If you want to donate, please do. It'll make the channel even better. But, you guys obviously don't have to. And feel free to share the videos as much as possible. Like, that's the best way that I think you guys can thank me too, or help me out, actually, I should say. Because you guys just watching is thanks enough. But that'll be it for this one. Warfighters, war is hell. But you don't have to worry, because warfighters, I've got your 6.